Hello friends, welcome to yet another episode of Khel Stories where we bring you interesting and inspiring stories from the world of sports every Friday. Today we will talk about hockey, the sports where India has been the most successful team in Olympics history. We will be covering both the men's and women's hockey teams, so please watch the video till the very end. Ask anyone born in the 60s which was the first World Cup they celebrated? No, it's not the 1983 Cricket World Cup that you are probably thinking. Rather, it is 1975 Hockey World Cup which India won, defeating Pakistan 1-0 in the final. 1928 Amsterdam Olympics. India participated in hockey for the first time ever in the Olympics, and the rest is history. India went ahead to score a total of 29 goals and did not concede a single goal in their maiden Olympic. The world witnessed the magic of Dhyan Chand, arguably the greatest ever hockey player. Fast forward 4 years to 1932 Los Angeles Olympics. Despite the gold win in 1928 Olympics, Britishers think that investing in sports for Indians is a wastage of money. The Indian hockey team had to take a loan from Punjab National Bank to compete in the Olympics. They created history when they defeated hosts USA 24-1 thanks to 10 goals from Rupchand, which till date remains the highest number of goals scored by a hockey player in any Olympic match. India went on to win 1932 and 1936 Olympics, completing a hat-trick of gold medals. In the 1936 Berlin Olympics, India defeated Germany 8-1 in the final, and Hitler was so impressed by Dhyan Chand's performance that he offered him German citizenship and also a position in the German army, which Dhyan Chand politely refused. Olympics resumed in 1948 after World War II. It was the first time in history that India participated in the Olympics as an independent nation. Winning the gold medal in hockey, defeating Great Britain in their home soil in 1948 London Olympics was the proudest moment for Indians at that time. This time too, India completed a hat-trick of gold medals from 1948 to 1956 Olympics, a total of 6 consecutive gold medals in field hockey from 1928 to 1956, a record which will probably not be broken in the next 100 years. India went on to win 2 gold, 2 bronze and 1 silver medal in the next 6 Olympics till 1980. Despite this incredible achievement, it was clearly evident that India's superiority was on the decline. Such was the craze and expectations from hockey that a bronze medal was considered to be a failure. The only time India failed to manage a medal was during the 1976 Montreal Olympics, when AstroTurf was introduced for the first time. The last medal till 2020 Tokyo Olympics was in 1980 Olympics, when India claimed their 8th gold medal. A drought followed from 1984 to 2016 Olympics. It was a moment of stagnation and disappointment for Indian hockey. In between this period, there were few glimpses of hope shown by the emergence of Dhanraj Pillai in 1989. Dhanraj created a record when he participated in 4 consecutive Olympics in 2004, but despite his brilliance, India were nowhere near the level of global domination they once enjoyed. Finally, in 2008 Beijing Olympics, the unthinkable happened. India failed to qualify for the Olympics for the first time in 80 years, after losing to Great Britain in the qualifying rounds. Constant fight at the top between Indian Hockey Federation and Hockey India ensured the struggle of hockey continued for a couple of more years. February 2018, in a first of its kind, a state government becomes the sponsor for national sports team. Odisha government replaced Sahara as the main sponsor of Indian hockey team in a deal estimated to be approximately 150 crores. In the same year, India managed to win silver in the Champions Trophy, a tournament where the top 6 teams get to compete against each other. Indian hockey team went to the Tokyo Olympics with a relatively inexperienced 16-member squad under the leadership of Manpreet Singh. 10 players out of 16-member squad were going to play the Olympics for the very first time. India suffers a crushing 7-1 defeat in the hands of ruthless Australian team in the second group league match in Tokyo Olympics. Just when we all thought yet another disappointment for Indian hockey, history is recreated. India wins the rest of the group matches to set up a quarter-final clash with Great Britain. Date 1st August 2021. Venue Oi Stadium, North Pitch in Tokyo. India defeats Great Britain 3-1 to enter the semi-finals of the Olympic after 49 long years. Though India lost to Belgium 2-5 in the semi-finals, the Indian men's hockey team created history by defeating Germany 5-4 in the bronze medal match. After a long wait of 41 years, India finally managed to end Olympic medal drought in hockey. In a country where female feticide is still prevalent in many parts and people are ridiculed for playing like a girl, the achievement of the women's hockey team is no less than any gold medal. In a country where team captain Rani Rampal had to hear stuff like, "What will she do playing hockey? She will run around the field wearing a short skirt and bring a bad name to your family." This achievement is probably more significant than the men's team. Indian women's team qualified for Olympics twice before, finishing last in Rio 2016 and not winning a single game. In Tokyo Olympics, India lost their first 3 games in a row against Netherlands, Germany and Great Britain. They conceded 11 goals and scored just 2 in those 3 matches. India was on the verge of exiting the Olympics in the group stage. They had to win both of their remaining matches. They defeated Ireland, scoring the winner in the last 3 minutes. Then they beat South Africa with another late winner, while Ireland lost their final game, which meant India had qualified to quarterfinals for the very first time. In the quarterfinal, India had to face 3-time gold medalist and world number 2 Australia. India had lost 6-1 against Australia in Rio 2016. This time too, Australia was the better side, winning 8 penalty corners while India won just 1. But India converted their sole penalty corner to enter the Olympic semis for the first time ever. Despite a spirited performance, Indian team lost 1-2 to Argentina in the semis. And also, Indian women's hockey team did not manage to win a medal in Tokyo Olympics. They lost to Great Britain 3-4 in the final match. But they did manage a bigger thing. They inspired thousands of young girls to pursue their dream. In a country where Olympic participants apologize to the country for the results but not politicians, it's hard to reach the level of expectations of 1.36 billion people. So, when our sportspersons achieve these feats, it's very important to cherish these victories and celebrate them like heroes. So, let us do our duty. Let's spread the news of unsung heroes of Indian sports. In case you like this video, please do share this video among your friends and let them realize that there are other sportspersons besides cricketers who deserve our same love and appreciation.